Yeah. Uh-huh. If they knew what it took to get to this point, then they realize it takes more than warm-ups and stretch joints. Flip the coin, heads and tails, them bars can disappoint. It's a difference in the atmosphere when I run the point. In the post, I'm a beast of shotter. Go hard in the paint, Southside's Waka Flocka. A jerk with a platform, make me the chief rocker. And nothing is possible without my closest partner. Lane seeking shelter from this ratchet storm. This the formula, baby, to how I eat the spawn. Standing close to the sun will make your glowing hands. Change the stance within a phony behind a broken glass. Creating triangles for the bullshit. Give me 72 hours to blow through the sin. Trust and believe, them schemes got action to it. In they mind, the most high told them everybody born with it. No days off, grinding with this tailwind. Sorry for your loss, so eager to get the next win. Waves guided me to the lesson. Stop waving at the past. When the future full of them blessings, everything ain't up for grabs. It is what it is with them. Cause if they were real, they'd be here with them.
Yo, yo, yo!
Can't
Welcome to the
interact.
show. Get
Watch
here,
the
yo.
niggas'
This
faces
Saturday
when we bouncing
evening.
back. I bounce back
We
with
have
the
company
wave cap.
today. We got Laura on the Faja gang. Come on, bring it on. Let's go. Saturday evening. We got a good show for y'all. Let's get it cracking, baby. Let's get it cracking.
What's up, Jay?
What's up? What's up? How you doing? How you doing?
Oh, you know me. Hi from San Antonio. How's it going over there?
It's cold. It's very cold. So I guess 39 degrees, not bad up here. So what's the weather down there?
Just freeze my ass right off. No, it ain't that cold over here, okay? It can be snowing one day and then hot summer the next. That's how San Antonio is.
I wish it was like that up here.
So,
I need some of that. I wish it was.
Yeah, but I like Chicago. I ain't gonna lie, I like Chicago.
In the summertime,
What
that's about
doing?
it. That's about it.
Yeah, well,
I'm doing okay. Today has been.
I believed you with that real nice silent pause right there. I believed you fully that you're all right.
It's been a rough week, but you know we here. I appreciate you coming on. I've been trying to get you on. I'm on, and you're finally here. I appreciate it. We got a good show for the people.
I know. I appreciate you. I appreciate you asking me to come on because you know what? I'm all about the Faja game. You know, I gotta spread the love everywhere.
Spread the love. Spread the love.
Spread the love. Spread the love everywhere.
I have questions for you today. We have questions. We talk about relationships.
Let's talk about these relationships, please.
Yes. What's wrong with you women?
Well, what questions do you have for me though? Let's see. Ask me anything.
Okay, let's get it started because I got this thing where I've been, in this, I don't like to use the word dating world, whatever word you want to call it, but what does a woman want? Because I don't understand what a woman wants. Because when you give a woman what they want, they be like, oh, that's too nice, or this too this. What does a woman want? Do they want to be cursed out? They want their hair pulled? What do they want? What do they want?
You know what? Honestly, it could go the same way with men. You know, you could have yourself a real good woman, and that woman will do everything for you. And then at the end of the day, they still want to go out and test the waters or just, have a little fling, and then they betray that beautiful, wonderful woman. But in all actuality, I mean, it's all the same. It's all the same with the men and the women. I think it just really comes down to what do you really want and where are you at it in life? Are you ready for a committed, serious relationship? And if so, then I think that if you have that genuine want to be in a relationship, whether you're a man or a woman, you will be in that relationship. If there's anything that I have learned is that a man will always get what he wants if he is relentless. If it's a woman that he wants, he's going to show her. He's going to walk through fire to get that girl. But if you don't want her, you do like the whole lingering thing.
Well,
am I right?
No, well, okay. That's a good point.
Keep it real. Keep it real, Jay. Don't be lying.
Okay, so that's true. If you, I didn't think about the ratio, like the persistence, because I think I've been persistent with quite a few. It just I'm kind of stubborn. So once I show who I am and kind of like show my hand, and then I get played some little funky little cards, I kind of like go on my shell and I'm stubborn. I'm like, you know what? I'm just not even gonna bother. I just like turn off. That may be a bad thing for me.
What kind of games is it though? Like specify those games. Tell us, tell the world right now, what kind of games do women play with you?
Okay, what kind of game? So you can go out your way for a woman one time, and they expect it all the time, which is which is cool. However, what if I get the return? And when I say what I'm getting in return, like what are you doing for me? Like do you bring me lunch to work, or do you cook me a meal, or do you do like the little things? Like it's like they expect. It's like the gold diggers. We can call it what it is. The gold diggers. The
Oh,
diggers.
just the diggers. I mean, I think being in a relationship, it's a lot of give and take. It's a lot of give and take. You gotta, if you give, you take, you gotta give back. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Oh, I love you too. I love you too. Um, no, I honestly believe that, you know what, if you treat somebody with love and respect, you're gonna get what you give. And a lot of times it's not about, hey, what can you do for me? It's about how much value and joy do you bring into that person's life without having to do it a damn thing. You don't have to do a damn thing just show somebody that love and that respect. But a lot of times, men and women can have, a good man, a good woman, and yet, you know what? They'll fuck it up. They'll fuck it up because in today's society, okay, social media is insane. It's always giving you the opportunity to find something better
Yeah.
all the time. So you can have the baddest, most sexiest woman in the world, but because you saw this other girl who's paying attention to you or giving you a little extra attention, and you're here like a shallow heart, and somebody else is filling that cup for you. There goes the temptation, there goes all of that, and then they come back and they're like, "I'm sorry, baby, I'm so sorry. That girl meant nothing to me, or
Okay.
that guy meant nothing to me." You know what I'm saying?
But okay, true or false? Because if you're not getting if you're not getting attention within a relationship, most men still step outside. But for the good ones, I mean, that negative attention outside the relationship means nothing. If you're getting it at home and you're getting what you're supposed to get, nothing is ever picture perfect. However, if you're
Agreed.
getting the attention inside your home, I think whatever Facebook or Instagram, whatever attention comes from the outside, because that's like negative attention. It's going nowhere. You got what you want
Yeah.
at home. It ain't always perfect, but you have what you want at home. The thing is,
What?
I'm trying to have that at home. I ain't got it. Anybody home? Home? Home?
Hey, well, let me just tell you this, okay? You're probably looking in the wrong places because you got a certain type and you already coming in with an expectation. So you can't have this expectation of something. You got to be able to be a genuine human being and be open and not play the games of like, you know what, I look real cute tonight. Because you know what, that girl's not going to look cute with her makeup on and her hair done and her body on point all the time. And it's like that pressure within society that tells you you got to look like that in order to
Right.
keep your man. When in reality, the only thing that's going to keep your man is how much he loves you for real.
Mm.
Because there's always going to be another woman out there that's going to be more beautiful than me, that's going to be, you know, tell us how I got that ring. I'm going to tell you how I got this ring. No, but the thing is, though, is that if you go and realize, like, you know what, physicality should not be the main the main thing that you need in your relationship. Yeah, you gotta look cute, right? You gotta be
Right.
attracted,
Right.
but that shit fizzles out. It fizzles out. So in reality, what are you left with? You know? And like right here, like on this comment, men with the mentality of what can you do for me? It's like, right? And
Oh,
in
wait,
our reality,
wait. Let
okay,
concentrate myself real quick.
yeah, hold on, give me a sec. I'm gonna let you defend yourself. But the thing is that when men and women both come in with expectations of what can you do for me, and it's just so exhausting, Jay. It's so exhausting. I remember being that kind of woman that I say, you know what, I gotta be the most baddest woman in the room. But that never changed, loyalty. That never changed, you know, keeping a guy interested in me. What it really took was for me to recognize who I was, the value that I carried, and what value I could bring into a man's life. And it's not gonna be money, it's not gonna be material things, it's gonna be me, myself, and I. And that is literally all you need. So when you got a woman that can appreciate you on all of those levels, they're gonna do for you without you even having to ask, because they have this genuine desire to do those things.
Right.
And you won't have that expectation. You'll just be treated a certain way and be like, damn, I earned that.
Hmm.
Now, go ahead. You
No,
can
that's
continue.
pretty. You pretty set that straight. You answered it, but I want to get something straight because somebody's like, somebody said, "Man, with the mentality, what can you do for me?" It's not that. This is where I'm coming from. So I think if I put in 100% in a relationship, I want the
Mhm.
same effort back. So it's not necessarily what you do for me. It's like the relationship. Are we both getting 100%? That's what I mean. I'm not looking for something specific in return. I'm looking for
Mhm.
effort. Like if I'm putting forth 100%, are you giving me 100% back in a relationship? Because if you just getting like half what I'm giving, a relationship is going to be imbalanced and it's not going to work. So that's what I mean. I don't mean like, what do you do for me? Like, wash my clothes. You're gonna cook me some food. No, not specifics. It's just like the effort of, are you putting in what I'm putting in 100%? And that's why it's always in balance in the situations I've been in. It's not like I need something specific for a woman. It's like I'm gonna put forth my effort. I'm putting forth my all. Are you gonna do the same thing? That's what I'm looking for.
Exactly.
So
But but if you keep it real simple, if you're having to ask for the things that you need, you're in the wrong relationship.
mm,
You should never ever ask how to be loved, how like what they should do for you, because I can tell you right now, like it literally takes so much for a woman every single day to get up, for them to, you know, whether they're handling the babies, whether they're handling school, jobs, cleaning, cooking, washing clothes, all of those things. It takes so much. So when that woman gives you 150% of her and she makes you feel like the man, that's when men need to recognize, like, hey, you know what? I better be good to her. Be loyal by choice, not by obligation, ever.
mm. That's deep. She hit one deep. That kind of hit me deep.
I did. Woo! You see
Oh,
that you
but
so I know.
one thing I'm gonna respond to, you said men, when they do get that ideal woman, that they still branch off. So I had thought about this earlier. Like I think they're, and this is, I don't have no stats to back this up. I just think that there are more women for men. Like, so for, let's say I'm gonna throw it out there, for every man there's like about 5 to 10 women, and that's because you have men that's like incarcerated, men that like same sex. So it's like it's not that many choices for women out there. So it's like a battle. And men, some men are like, they're greedy. It's like greed. Like, hey, I can have her, I can have her, I can have her. That's what it is. So I think it's like a competition. Some men, they just, it's like a buffet. That's what it is. But me, I rather just deal with one, because different personalities can be like, so for me, it's just one. I just one.
Yeah,
That's good enough for me. But I think that's why men sit and choose, because it's many out there in the playing field. So they just sit, they got a good woman at home. And I think that, and this is my opinion, guys who have good women, like cherish
yeah,
that, take advantage of that, because just because a lot of women out there don't mean that that new woman is the same one you got at home. Because trust me, they say the grass ain't always greener, and those are facts. If you got a woman that's
yeah.
catering to you, treating you like a man, being submissive to you, it's like those are ideal things a man wants.
Yeah, but
However,
that's not even the point that a woman's being submissive. What she understands is that you're her partner, you're her life partner, you're her soulmate. Because that's how deep women are. We're not looking for a man to be like, oh, let me just give you the world. No, they want you to do the same in return. You
right,
know what I'm saying? And it's just, it's so amazing. It like blows my mind sometimes, because I know so many amazing, beautiful women that do everything for their men. And at the end of the day, they're the ones that are like not being appreciated at all whatsoever. And they're just not the fun ones anymore, you know? They've been together for a while or whatever, and they're not the fun ones anymore. And then social media is telling you, hey, you know what? You ought to look somewhere else. When in reality, if people just look at it. I mean, look how long ago you see people that have been married 50 years and it blows your mind. You're like, how? Well, back then there was no social media. There was nothing out there. You had no choice but to tend your garden. You know what I'm saying? Because people were bored. And you know what? When they ain't got nothing else to do, they focus on each other.
Right. Exactly. There's no social media for distractions. One thing you mentioned about the physicality of a woman. So like the woman's physique, I mean, we look, but that's like the most important thing to me. And honestly, being a man, I'm being honest, a personality. Me, myself, I like to joke around. I like to talk. I talk a little shit. I joke around. I like to win.
You, Jay?
Yeah, me. But like, I think the personality wise, like I've met women with drop personalities, and like I said joke, I know it's funny. I think it's funny. And they just like, I don't get it. And it's like, wow, this ain't gonna work. Cause like it's too serious. I'm not a serious person, but the personality, it weighs more than the physical looks, because like you say, those looks are going to go away. You're not going to have that butt, the whatever you got. It ain't going to last when you're 60 or 7 years old, because love is eternal. No, it's more than inside. Huh?
I think J-Lo's trying to show the world different. You know what I'm saying?
How old is J-Lo?
She's 50. She makes me so sick. No, she's beautiful and I love her. But I mean, speaking realistically, if you have a happy life, right? You got a happy life and you take care of yourself. If both men and women, if you take time for yourself and you take time to really just kind of nourish yourself and value yourself. I mean, I remember I had a girl tell me a while back, say, girl, you don't value yourself. And I wanted to slap her silly because I felt offended. Because I was like, you know what? As women, we all want to believe that we value ourselves.
Right.
But the reality is that when you go and you subject yourself to things that you would never tolerate, and then you go on and you have these standards for yourself, but then you tend to drop them for a lot of women drop their standards for men sometimes because they feel like this is all that we can get. But the moment that you just take a moment for yourself and you value yourself for real, there is nobody in the world that can touch you at all, how priceless you are. They have to be grateful to be a part of your life. And when you have somebody that would just, cherish the ground you walk on, both men and women, then that's the one. Not the asshole that's treating you like shit or not returning your text messages. And I see there was a comment up here right now that says, you aren't talking about men, you're talking about boys. And that's very true. But you know what? It's like Halloween. When boys are dressed up like men and they call themselves men, but they're real little boys. And you don't find out until, you know what? He's already shattered your world.
Right. Yeah.
So it's you got to dig deep, ladies. You got to dig deep, real deep.
I will go to the comments. It says someone said sometimes men get too comfortable or forget to compliment their woman and tell them they're beautiful or appreciate them, and vice versa. That's Candy. That's true. I don't know.
Tell it, sis.
That is true to a certain extent. I think it works both ways though, but more men, because men have.
Well, speak on a man's perspective. Like, have you ever come across a man that is kind of taking his woman for granted? And like, what was that reason or excuse as to why they were like that? Is it because they feel like that person is never going to go nowhere and they take that for granted? Or
they feel
give us a little insight.
So I've seen it a few times from a few friends. So in one instance, I don't put their business out because I don't care. It's for the public. But for one instance,
let's not be messy.
Let's get messy. In one instance,
new names.
No. In one instance, one of my friends, he had a very attractive lady, and he wanted to kind of keep her like guarded. But for some reason, she always complained. He never compliment me. We come over. We'll see something like, hey, that's nice what you have on. No, it's just a general statement. We said not more nice things than he ever said. Well, his situation from listening to him talk sounded so dumb. She out there looking at these dudes. I'm like, dude, no, she's not. She's very loyal to you. She's cleaning the house. She's doing stuff that we wish we had. Like, dude, you better take care of her before she be gone. And what happened? Poof, she left. But it's some men get like so guarded and afraid of losing them. All you gotta do is treat them right. So the compliments just never came. The compliment came from, I think it was more insulting that the compliments came from the friends rather than her made herself. So that's what was assaulting. And we just never really knew that. And every time we come over, like, hey, nice this, you decorate this, is nice. Fight. That means a lot.
Because it's a fight because she's like, God, everybody else can compliment me, but you. And what men don't realize is that if a woman is so into you and she's loyal to you and she's all of these things, she don't want to hear compliments from nobody. She wants to hear compliments from her man. She wants to feel like she's the most desired woman in the world. And that's exactly how you should feel. Like that's exactly how I feel every day. I mean, I am not by far the most beautiful woman in the world, but I sure do feel that way, because I'm never having to second guess myself with the man that I'm with.
Right.
You have to look at yourself and tell yourself, guess what? I am perfectly imperfect in a world set with society standards of what perfection is. And you know what? That kind of perfect don't fit me. And that's okay. Love yourself. And when you do that, you ain't ever going to have to tolerate some guy or woman, telling you, or you having to tell them, why don't you compliment? I just took an hour to do my makeup, get my hair done. I just bought a new outfit and you can't even tell me I look beautiful. That sucks.
Yeah,
I've lived that life.
It does suck. I really have no answer for that. I can't defend guys that, because I think guys who don't do that, I think, to me, are assholes. If you got a good woman, if you got a good woman and she's doing for you, make her feel comfortable. So this is how I look at a relationship. I look at it like a team, like looking at a team. You got your teammate, you got the person you defer to. You may teammate may be good at this, you may be good at that. You work together, you come together, you win. You win. Y'all remember, I like to use this example, my Chicago Bulls, the 3-peat teams with Michael Jordan. There's gonna be drama. Relationships have drama. You go come and have some obstacles you got to go through. However, you work together to overcome that, to get to the bigger picture, to the bigger prize. So I like to use that. So like, for example, I see some men that they like to be in front and they lady walk behind them. I trust me. I've seen it. I don't understand it.
I trip him.
I don't understand it.
In front of me, I'm gonna kick him in the shin. I love you too, sister. My sister. She's showing so much love right now. I love her. Okay.
But walk on side of me. Let's walk hand in hand. Let's battle the world together. That's my look on relationships. Like, we're gonna do whatever we encounter, we're gonna do it together. Because women, I will admit, women are the most organized. Like, whoever's gonna be by my side, no, miss me. I think women are more organized than men.
You know what? That's somewhat true, but I don't think in my case that's the truth. I'm not that organized. I like to think I am, but I'm not. I'm not. But I think it's true though. I mean, if you're gonna argue and you're gonna fight, it's not the end.
Right.
You gotta realize that, ain't nobody leaving that relationship. So just go take a walk, go and recollect yourself, and then come on back. And then, if you're too heated, ladies, and you're pissed off at your man, just be quiet. Just stay silent. And then just be like, you know what? I need a moment. Walk to the next room. And then, we'll talk to you when we feel like it. If you ain't getting my point, you're eventually it's gonna sink in your head, and then you're gonna come right back to me. And you're gonna be like, I understand. Well, that's what I'm hoping.
Just don't throw stuff. Don't throw stuff. Everybody, let's walk away.
And if you're throwing stuff and it's becoming a little violent, you know what you need to do? Instead of throwing stuff, you need to like pick up your shit and go. Like, you're gonna make an effort, just pack your shit and go.
Red flag.
You don't need to have that kind. Yeah, well, you don't need to have a relationship like that. Like, I think that everybody fails to realize that, like, you literally have only one life. Like, once you die, that's it. Like,
That's
are
it.
you gonna die? If you died tonight, would you look back on that on your life and be like, damn, like I really did. I had the love of my life. I lived it to the fullest, and I never tolerated nothing. No, I mean, shit, you only got one life. You got to be able to make sure that you're happy. Happy should be your main focus, whether it's by yourself, shit, better to be alone than being in a shitty relationship.
That's facts. That's facts. Because a shitty relationship will bring you stress, and it affects health, and it'll bring you all the way down. That's facts. I had a question though.
Okay, I'm ready.
What does a woman really want? I want to know. You got a pen?
Honestly,
I'll write down. Come on, let me know.
okay. You better write it down, Jay. Okay. I mean, just for me and how I am, I feel like I've never been somebody that's ever really looked at, you know, physicality. I mean, I've just been blessed in my life,
Yeah.
but I honestly think that just being kind, if you could be kind to someone, just you treat them like the way that you have been in love before. If you can treat somebody with respect, be kind, be considerate, be spontaneous. You cannot let your relationship go stagnant. If you are sitting there on the couch, okay, and you ain't doing anything and you have nothing to look forward to every single weekend that you've been busting your ass at work, a woman wants a man to recognize her efforts, recognize the fact that she's been at work all day. And even if she ain't at work, if she's a housewife, that's a lot of work too. She got to clean and cook and take care of the kids. And, I get exhausted just thinking about it. They want somebody that's going to appreciate them and think about the small things, you know? Hey, she ran out of shampoo. Go and, buy her favorite shampoo. She just ran out. Or her favorite perfume. And a lot of times you don't even gotta buy nothing, Jay. You could go to the park. They want a man that's going to be able to say, you know what, I need time with you. That's what's important.
Mm, mm. Oh,
And no cheating. A loyal man. A woman wants a loyal man. You can't be there with no nonsense either. You can't. You just, and you gotta be able to kick it like best friends, and
yeah.
then treat it like you're Sancho or something too.
Mm.
You gotta be her best friend, her side dude, and then, her main love. All
Nice.
in one. That's it. We don't want much.
I wrote down like 15 things. No, I'm joking. It's not much. I'm joking.
Yeah, it's not much. It's quite a lot, but no, I
No.
mean, it really just comes down to the foundation of just
Right.
love, respect, honesty, loyalty, and of course, personality is everything.
Personality,
You can,
everything. Yep. I agree with that. But one
yeah,
thing you said that is a very important spontaneous. I put that in all caps on my little book. Spontaneous.
yes,
All caps. Spontaneous. Because the same old thing, you gotta kind of whatever you're doing, you gotta kind of spice it up because it's like, oh boy, doing this again. You kind of gotta do something different. Like you mentioned some things like need time, like going to the park. So one thing about me, one thing about me, women.
yes. Jay's single, by the way. This is why he's writing down.
I write
Why he's writing this down.
But one thing I like, I try to listen to what a woman likes, what they prefer, and everything. You just like normal conversation you can pick up. So when you're talking to a woman, she will give things out. It's kind of like a test. Man, to listen. It's like an indirect test, not intentionally, but a woman to say what she wants, and the man got to catch up on it. And if you ask, women find it offensive. I think you can let me know if I'm right. Women find it offensive when you ask a question. They pretty much told you during a conversation, and you follow that conversation over the question they just answered. Do women find that very offensive? Because it's like a man not listening, right?
Well, I think it's because you're not listening. If you're asking a question to something she just responded to, it's because you're not listening. If you want clarification, you could say, I heard what you said and this is what you said, you know? But this is, I mean, I don't really quite have that understanding. But yeah, if you're doing that, yeah, listening to her is a big, big thing. You have to be able to listen what she says, because if you ain't listening, it's because you're not interested. So why are you wasting her time?
Right. So it is one thing about a woman. Somebody just mentioned in the chat. They know me very well.
What?
The shows. So when I'm meeting a woman and I'm
Talk
over,
about the toilet.
the toilet's not clean. It is a deal breaker. I don't care what the person. I can't like.
Wait. Say that again.
A dirty toilet. So I'm gonna tell you about an example.
Okay.
Look at an example. I went out on the date, and the date was smooth and everything, and everything was good. You know, I went back to the house.
With you. Okay.
And I looked up. I know I gave it. I gave a hug. I looked upstairs. You can see you see the bathroom from upstairs. So I looked upstairs. I looked at the bathroom. You can kind of see the bottom. And I'm like, oh, you know, I got, you know. So it was disgusting. Like
And this is her
just
house. This is her house.
Turn off. It's a complete turn off. Like I can't get past. Now when I say dirty toilet, I mean outhouse. I mean the whole community used it. It wasn't washed. That's what it looked like. I'm like, oh my God, I can't. Who could do it?
Did you tell her about it? You know what? You could have bought her some bleach. You could have bought her some toilet bowl cleaner. If you really liked her, and you could have told her, hey, you know what? I think this is nasty. Okay, communication is key. If a woman is like that, she could probably fix that habit, you know, but I cannot justify why she did not clean that toilet. Okay, because honestly, that's nasty.
I was like, you know what? The night I was like, oh, it's getting tired, man.
Did you pull the blanket off her toes to make sure she had cute toes?
Look, this is what I did. I'm gonna tell you what I did. Is so it didn't make no sense, but no, I'm young. It's getting late. Oh, my mom wants to take her shopping. It was the worst lie in the world because I'm not a good liar at all. But I was like, it's time to go. Mom's gonna go shopping 10:30 and 11 o'clock at night. You know, Walmart's open 24 hours. Got to get out of here. You know.
But let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
Why did you feel the need to lie to her? Why couldn't you just tell her straight up?
You know what? I don't know, because I was thrown up on a toilet. Like I got this weird thing. It's weird. So this is about it's a toilet check. You go in there, you see a toilet. No, I don't intentionally check the bathroom. So I want people like, oh, he go there, he's gonna check the bathroom. So every time I go to somebody's house, even my partner's house, Hendo's coming over, John's coming over, clean the bathroom. No,
well, was okay? You said that toilet upstairs was the one on the bottom clean.
I don't know. I saw that one bathroom and I was like, ew. So I was like, ew. That's all I can say. I didn't.
You could tell her. You know what? If men acted like kids, you know how some kids will tell you they'll tell you shit straight up. They'll be like, damn, like you're fat. That's just being straight honest until they know better to lie, to not hurt somebody's feelings. But I think that if you would have just told her, like, hey, you know what? Why is your toilet dirty? It's embarrassing, but
it's embarrassing, right?
You could start up a relationship on like some pure honesty, and she appreciates you for that. And she'll be like, damn, I'm nasty. I should have cleaned my toilet.
You know what? I honestly, you're all right, but I didn't know how to. I was so like turned off, I guess. I didn't know how to approach it. Like, hey, the bathroom's like dirty. I see like little people on there or something. I don't know. I didn't.
Or was she little people? It was a whole new world, or what?
Yeah, pretty much. I'm like, so up here. Like,
who's the one that called you out on the toilet? I want to know. Who's that?
He's about. I don't know who was that. Who was that user? He's about to talk about the toilet.
I know he knows you very well. I'm not even lying.
But no, I think I like though. Besides that, I do like. So I did meet a woman per se in the past, and I'm a guy I like nice scenery. So I would drive like somewhere like we got downtown area. Lakeshore Drive is like one of the best like views in the world. Like Chicago Lakeshore Drive, everything is down there. So I drive that, and I talk about nice scenery. Well, I met a
It
particular
was
person. They was like, I don't want to do that. That's this, that's that, and they just like shut it down. It's like certain things that turn me off. I think one thing about me is that I need to communicate more. From talking to you, I think I need to be more vocal as far as
you need to be
communication.
more vocal. You need
Vocal.
be more vocal so that you know what you and your relationship you're not having a guess because I think that that's like where the disconnect is between men and women because women can be turned off just the same with men, you know, over something, but then they don't say it, they don't express it, so they're having to deal with it. Like maybe I can look past that, and but if you're just honest with each other and just be like, man, you got some really stinky feet, you need to wash them, please, or like you got really bad breath, and I really like you, I think you're handsome, but I really do think that you need to wash your mouth. You know, I think that that could help. I think that that could help because, I mean, women and men, they both have their deal breakers, but I think that number one thing that should for real be,
Communicate.
deal breakers on both ends is just hygiene.
Hygiene.
Okay. Hygiene.
I definitely agree with that. I definitely agree with that. I don't have no stories as far as that, but
I don't believe you, man. You got toilet talk and everything. I think it was Tanya. Look, see, it was Tanya that called you out on that
I know it's
toilet.
Tanya. Yeah, because I went over to Tanya. And Tanya's like, Hendo's coming over, clean the bathrooms.
She's all clean that toilet, y'all. She don't like it. He don't like it.
Hey, I don't know why it's weird, but but so
Try that.
being vocal is so. What is there such thing as a man being too nice to a woman?
You know what? I've seen it a lot with women where they have like a really, really nice guy. And the guy just kind of does everything for them. And then they're just kind of like, I want a bad boy.
Mm,
And I don't even think it's because they're the nice guy, but they might just not be as spontaneous. If maybe they were more spontaneous in their efforts, I think that maybe women would, probably choose more the nice guy than the bad boy. Because the bad boys just kind of keep it exciting. There's no expectations, there's no commitment, there's nothing. So you're always second guessing yourself and on your toes. Whereas for the nice guy, you're just kind of like, yeah,
oh yeah,
he's nice.
we got. I think Say's gonna come on right now. He's gonna invite himself to the show. Finally,
Oh, okay.
I'm here.
Finally.
I'm here. No,
All
I
right,
was
Say.
enjoying the show. I mean, I'm just checking y'all out. I mean, I'm liking everything I'm hearing. I was writing down some notes too. Actually, I wasn't. I was just I was taking it all in or whatever. But there's some good stuff going on right there. Could you hear me, John?
yeah, I can hear you with
Yeah,
Gerard Martin headphones.
No, it's Dollar Tree.
But so you back to the bad boy. So they go to this bad boy that's spontaneous, but that bad boy. This is what I typically see with women. Women have good guys, even if they are spontaneous. Women they get the guy, and not all, but a lot. They get the guy. There's all these nice things and all these things and spontaneous, but they still offer the bad boy who really don't want them and is like treat them like crap. That's what I mean. That's what I see. So that's why I asked what is too nice, too romantic. Because some women want. I don't know if it's a personal thing or because one woman told me maybe I need to look at myself. I'm like, no, the hell I don't. I really don't look at myself because I I think I'm a spontaneous guy. I'm nice. I'm spontaneous. I do,
hmm
but I'm just not. I'm at that point in my life right now where, hey, let's kick it, let's chill, let's enjoy life. I ain't about to do all that cussing you out and all the other stuff, but that's what they want. Let's see like that's what they go for.
That's what you were
Well, you
attracted
know
to.
what? If you're, yeah, that's what you're attracted to. You need to change. You need to stop. Let's just do that. Let's just put a little stop button on that. You need to stop going for the women that want bad boys and for the women that can appreciate a nice guy.
Where they at? Where they at?
Well, you need to stop looking. Have you ever heard of that thing where they say, you know what? I was just chilling and he came out of nowhere.
I never heard.
or she just came out of nowhere.
But Jonathan
You
is
know why
everywhere.
that happened? You need to stop being everywhere. Women are like, she's been around. No, I think that you need to like really just kind of change your type, because like women, I think it's just human nature. Sometimes women want and men want what they can't have, because it's just them trying to say, oh, I got them, or something like that, which is stupid, you know, especially if you're over the age of 30. You should be getting your shit together already and just kind
Right.
of, you know, settling down if that's what you want to do. But if you want to be single, then that's your prerogative, you know, but don't go and play with women's minds. And
So
don't go and play with men's minds. You know?
so Laura, so you think I should go back and press rewind, go back to that woman with the dirty toilet and tell her, hey, no, this is dirty.
I can't with you.
It's too late. It's too late. She'll cut you out right about 9. You can't do it now.
Cut you out. She's gonna say you.
That's communication, though.
What does it say? Mental manipulation, wanting to tame something that seems impossible, being challenged, just a challenge, but don't need. I think, yeah, if you're somebody who's trying to accomplish or just kind of conquer somebody, then you're just gonna have a temporary high, and then you're gonna get over it. So change your type. Don't go back to the toilet lady, because you already know. Yeah,
because she won't maintain that. She's not gonna maintain that. So I mean, no need to go back there.
She's gonna say, "This is who I am." Either you're gonna deal with my dirty toilet or not. And you know what? If she loves and values herself, and she loves the fact that she got a dirty toilet, then guess what? I applaud her. I'm like, hey, if that does it for you, then okay. But do we all see? This is where we have like an understanding of what's right and what's wrong, right?
Right.
Maybe us having the clean toilet makes us something. I don't know. Let's just drop that toilet tub. How about that? I don't want to talk about no dirty toilet anymore. You're giving me a bad mental picture. And I'm just thinking like, man, your relationships are literally down the toilet.
Hey.
That was so cheesy.
Hey.
I got that one.
Hey, so I like the toilet. Somebody said maybe she is willing to clean up her life and toilet for you.
But seriously, if she doesn't know what she's doing wrong, how are you not? I mean, you're just not right. You're not giving her the opportunity to clean that toilet. You know?
Okay, well, a question. I mean, you saying come out and say what you want. Won't that be like brutally honest? I mean,
you have to be. You ain't got time to waste, Ed. You ain't got no time to waste. I mean, shoot. I feel like the only way she was the one you missed her, bro. I'm sorry. I'm gonna try not to look at those comments.
No, you gotta get them. There's some good ones.
I already forgot what I was saying.
No, I was asking. I mean, the being if that's being like too honest. Was it the point of being too honest, like brutally honest?
I mean, be nice about it. Be nice about it. You can sit down and have a nice conversation and be kind and just be like, you know what? I like you. I think that you're an amazing girl. That's why I'm over at your house, because you must have been doing something right for you to go all the way to her house, Jay. You know, she invited you over.
Well, maybe he should have cleaned the bathroom.
I know. You
and then
just cleaned it and you would have been all set.
Yeah, I mean, I think if he would have did it, and then he came back later or a couple of days later, if it went back to where it was, it's time to let it go.
Yeah.
We're not gonna clean bathrooms on the first
date. Tell him said. Why not? If she puts out on the first date, I'm sure you accept that too. Yeah.
I know.
So
you know what?
Don't be setting those standards. You're lying to yourself.
Hold on, wait. Let's talk about. I got a theory on that. Like, it's got to be some magical thing that if it's put out in the first date, it gotta happen. Like, it's gotta be like, what do you gotta call it? I don't want to just get it. It's gotta be something just happen. We both like want it to happen like casually. I don't want. Hey, I'm expecting it because I can go. Like, if I be the one, I want to know her before we get to that point. That's my preference. I'm gonna say no. No, I'm not gonna say no.
Well,
but
yeah, I mean, that's what you need to do. You need to get to know your woman,
right?
You know what I mean?
I'm not gonna like first night. I'm not expecting honestly, legitimately. I'll BS aside. This is a man speaking. I know this BS. Shut the hell up, say it. But the first night, honestly, if I really like one, I'm gonna have a conversation. So the first date or whatever you want to call it, I like to meet at Starbucks. This is called the preliminary interview. I like to go to Starbucks. Let's go to Starbucks.
Shit.
Let's go have tea, coffee, whatever.
This is where you're messing up already.
How?
This is where you're because you're not being genuine. You're already like setting an expectation for yourself, and you're setting yourself up for failure.
Wait,
Why?
not really.
You can go and have a meal. You know she's hungry. She does not want no Starbucks. Okay.
How about
You
that?
should treat her
What's a good date? What's a good place to take a first date?
I don't know, somewhere where there's music. I mean, I know now, like, it's all freaking COVID everywhere. You can't really do that. But I mean, you can make her some dinner, make sure she's COVID free, invite her over, make sure your toilet's clean, and feed her, or, take her to a nice restaurant, something nice. You don't have to spend a lot of money, but show that you're actually making an effort. Going to a Starbucks is like, hey, I'm meeting my client. I meet my
Yeah.
clients at Starbucks.
Well, it's.
Starbucks.
I mean,
Houston, Cali.
I always use this theory. I always use this theory like a first date and all that. It's like a interview. I mean, you're gonna shoot your best shot until you get the job, and then for some reason, when you get the job, you're not doing the same thing that you said you was gonna do when you got that job, before you got the job.
But that's just being what I like to say, half-ass. Okay, you can't be half-assing a woman, because then you know what? That's just false misrepresentation of who you are.
Well, I
If
half
you
ass on
say,
jobs. I half ass on jobs.
yeah, but this is your life partner. This is a woman that by nature we're so loving and so nurturing, and we're here. I mean, we're like caterers, but to the men by choice, not by obligation. That's what I think. That's like my dad used to, grow us up like hardcore, like macho Mexican guy, super macho Mexican guy. And he would tell us, like, like, this is how we have to do it. Cater to the men. Women belong in the kitchen. We don't have jobs, and like act that kind of way. And I'm just like, I don't want to be like that to every man. Like, I know I'm young right now, but I should be able to choose who I want to cater to. I shouldn't be like bound by obligation. But if you have a good man, right, Jay? A good man, and you see the efforts that he makes, and he can be completely honest, because you know what, I know that I'm like that, because you ain't got time to bullshit. You ain't got a day to waste. I can't get back those 5 minutes that we spend talking on the phone, or 30 minutes we spend talking on the phone. My time is valuable. It's the most priceless thing I can ever give you. And if we're gonna sit somewhere, you better throw a blanket outside, make me a picnic, instead of some Starbucks that is so impersonal. Nobody's ever gonna give you the time of day that way,
So no
or
Starbucks.
take you
No
somewhere.
Starbucks. Nobody want a bagel. Nobody want a bagel. Okay.
Wait. Starbucks. Let's go back to Starbucks, because it's taking a little negative here. So it depends on
It's
what's going on.
good.
So Starbucks has a nice setting. It's quiet, where you can have a very intellectual conversation. It's not dodging like someone to eat. Sometimes it depends on the conversation you had before. Starbucks may be good. You go there, have a nice quiet time to talk, know each other, laugh, and have dinner afterwards. That's the plan. See, I had a plan after that. Starbucks dinner.
You need to give her an appetizer, not some hot tea and a little croissant.
It's
Like,
cold
no.
in Chicago. It's like
You gotta
25 degrees.
I know, I ain't mentioning Chicago. I'm just saying, you gotta just be yourself. Be yourself. It shouldn't be an interrogation between a woman, because a woman's already intimidated to be able to put herself out there to like find love and find a relationship and to actually date somebody. So you want to be able to show her that she's in a safe space. Give her a safe space to be herself, you be yourself, and you keep it 100.
Well,
Just be like, look,
yeah, go. No, no. I was about to ask. I mean, because so you thinking no expensive restaurant? Because I mean, if that's not you, Why would you like go to an expensive restaurant if you're not going to
that's a
maintain
good
that?
point. That's a good point. That's a very, very good point. And you know what? It don't have to be a Starbucks, but it could be something a little bit more personal. because you yourself are looking for love. So you're already personal. You're already trying to establish, some type of relationship. And people go to Starbucks to work for school, meet clients, look at their email, that's
Right.
just not necessarily like you don't got to do the most. That's what I'm saying. Like, I know you're a sweet guy and you like can be spontaneous and all those things, but you should be able to go somewhere other than a Starbucks because all you're doing is interviewing her so that she passed to the next round and maybe she'll get a meal.
Hey, who was that said they're not going to Starbucks on the first date?
That's Gemini Richardson. Yes, you are going to Starbucks if he take you to Starbucks.
I'd be like, you know what? I got COVID.
Oh, you got
I
COVID?
can't go.
Oh, you got COVID. Oh, so you're gonna find your way back home. You got COVID.
I'll be like, you know what? Honestly, for real though, like on a real note, like Starbucks is just not personal. You don't take a date there. It's just not. Like, even if it's not who you are, then find a cute little coffee shop that is not Starbucks. That is maybe cute outside. Not right now because it's real cold. But maybe you can make her some hot cocoa.
I got a nice option because I'm a big ice cream guy, roll ice cream. So I have my favorite spots. So if I take it to my favorite spot, that is personal because it's my ice cream joint. I love ice cream. So it's a spot up here. So I never know. Maybe I might meet somebody out of town. But if you're in Chicago, there's a few ice cream spots that's pretty dope that I wouldn't mind
I'm
going
lactose intolerant.
to.
Don't talk to me about no ice cream, okay? I can't have no ice cream if I'm honest.
Well, it depends. But so, what I had the
so
question,
much.
huh?
Okay, go. I'm like, don't think so much. Just do
Really?
what you feel. You got one life to live. You want to eat some ice cream? Go eat some ice cream, Jay, on the first date, okay?
If it ain't ice cream, then tacos, because she eats either one or the other, or she might have both.
That's
Tacos,
Tanya.
Yeah.
That's Tanya Martinez.
tacos truck.
She knows
you
you.
know it,
She knows you so well.
Taco truck and ice cream. Hey, so women, I will be in Orlando in January. So 13th to the 18th.
Look at you already. Look at you already starting. Don't be contradicting yourself now.
And so,
What was your question? What was your question?
so an aggressive female. What is an aggressive female? Because I don't know how to explain this, but some females will come off aggressive, like men. Like, is that a woman like basically knowing what she wants and just going to get it? Like
I just think it's a woman who knows what she wants. Like she's just not wasting no time because she can value her time. If she likes you, I mean, sure, just be like, damn, you know what? You're sexy. I like you. We're probably gonna get it on, but you know what? I'm about a serious relationship. This is what I want. So let's just.
What's a aggressive woman example?
Yeah, give us an example.
Okay, I need an example. I'm basically talking about myself. So aggressive woman.
You aggressive woman?
No, dude. I'm talking situation. Shut the hell up. Let me talk. No.
Go ahead.
A woman that like sees you like, hey, where we gonna see each other? I'm gonna see you. We're gonna do this. We're gonna do that, and I'm gonna do this. Like tells me the demand what we're gonna do. So it's like something.
Do you like it or do you not?
So when a woman tells me we're gonna do this, and then we're gonna do this, and I'm just meeting them. I'm gonna see you. Don't play games. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do that. Like it's demands after demands, and this is like we just met. It's like, wow, like that's pretty aggressive. You're gonna like be with me. I'm gonna be your next, no matter what you say. That's the type of aggressive female I'm talking about.
That's possessive.
You see, but it's a perspective. Like I've seen women of all walks of life, and honestly, it's just because they in the past maybe they've wasted time. They've wasted time with people, and they just don't got time for that. And if you're what they want, and they're willing to pull it out there, and then they can be honest about it. A lot of women play games, and so do a lot of men. Oh, I can't text him right now; he'll think I want to, or I'm all needy and aggressive. When in reality, she should be able to text you however many times she wants to, and to tell you, hey, you know what, get your ass over here because we're gonna hang out. Why
I
not?
don't know. This kind of sound a little spontaneous.
But what?
You see?
Would that trigger over into her being controlling?
No, I don't think so. I mean, I think it's a definitely a conversation that you need to kind of weed out whether or not it's just something that maybe she's overly possessive because she's a little scarred, but you gotta appreciate her scars. It's gonna make her an overly loving and appreciative woman. But it's a perspective that you take on it because a lot of times you're talking about the nice guy, the nice guy, the nice guy, and then she goes for a bad boy, right?
Yeah.
Well, here's a woman that's gonna be all about you, but then you get scared.
I didn't think of it that way. I
Hey,
didn't think of it that way. Hey, so
Yeah, because
who's that going to be my wing woman? I need to know who's going to be the wing woman for Hendo. Who is that?
get aggression confused with strong-minded.
that is
Boom.
Tanya.
See?
Tanya,
Yeah.
the wing woman. We got a lot. There's a lot of mommies in Orlando. There's going to be a lot of mommies there.
Yeah,
Get it.
but I mean, you just gotta look at it like that. You gotta appreciate for women to really put themselves out there like that. And I mean, I know that when I reached a point in my life where I was like, dude, like I'm done. I'm just not gonna just put myself out there and then waste my time. I'm not. I was just kind of like, hey, you know what? I'm about a serious relationship, and if you want to be with me, then be with me. This is how it is. It's either this way or you just don't waste my time. And he said, sure, all right, we could do this. I said, okay. And that's what happens. So if you know what you want, and if a woman knows what she wants, but don't get me wrong, because I've seen some crazy ladies out there too. I have. I love all my ladies, but I give them the benefit of the doubt. So I would say, if it's a woman all about you, Jay, give her a chance. Okay, she probably got a clean toilet. I'm never ever gonna forget this. Look, you see, and they say that too. Can't be controlling unless you let someone control you. And that's the truth. But you know what? It's like being a frog in boiling water, right?
Right.
They turn up the heat little by little, but you don't even know that any of this is happening. By the time you know it, you're already controlled. You're already boiled up. So you don't know. They do it with like different efforts and such. So you gotta be careful. Can be controlled. Okay, yeah. So I think if a woman is gonna be able to be that strong-minded and being able to be direct with you, Jay, you need to appreciate that and give it a solid chance. And then you can, figure out if this is somebody that you want to be with. And if not, then you can just cut her loose and be honest about it. Hey, guess what? It's not working out.
But someone said that I'm basically a woman who's trying to control the situation, not letting the guy pursue them. So it's not that I'm like shying away from it. It's a point like let's tone it down a little bit. Let's go with the motions, but don't put all the demands at me all at once. Like, hey, let me catch up. Let's see what's really.
Well, did you say that though?
No.
Don't lie, Jay. You need to stop. You need to stop.
Because you know what? When stuff throws me off guard, I'm like in a state of shock. Because this only in the beginning stage, like the dirty toilet, and this was the beginning stage. So it's like when I get comfortable and I have like established communication with someone, I'm more freely. I do communicate more. In the beginning stage, you're kind of like more observant, and you kind of want to be I'm blunt, but in the beginning stage, like I'm more like observing, like, okay, this, that, I'm listening. And I'm kind of like listening. I'm not doing as much talking. And I think maybe I need to be more vocal in the beginning because I am vocal.
Like don't be lying, Jay. You know you ain't listening.
I'm listening. I'm listening. Ears are clean and everything. I'm listening. So.
You're all like, let me just reiterate what you say again.
No,
No.
I do listen. In the beginning, it's just like when you, I guess you are right. I do, and if you communicate in the beginning, you kind of like putting like how you are up front, rather than accepting something that you're not going to accept. You let it be done up front, in which I kind of honestly I expect that from a woman. So I think as a man, I probably should get the same thing. But sometimes my blunt can come off a little bit
arrogant.
Arrogant.
You come off arrogant.
I guess I'm too blunt. Like, hey,
no, I don't think it's being arrogant when you are actually just speaking. I think that you weed out just basically trying to figure it out, like having the assumptions, which kind of kills the relationship because it leaves everybody feeling uneasy. Like, oh man, if does he really like me? Does he not? Is he feeling me? Is he not? He hasn't texted me today, hasn't called me today. He hasn't necessarily kind of established what he wants. Is it, there's always this guessing game, but the key is if you just communicate with each other, you don't have to guess. You could just tell it like it is. Hey, you know what? You're coming off a little strong, girl. I like you. I think you're great. But you know what? Let's just take it one step at a time.
Hey,
I'm
so
with the
I got a
fat
question.
booty who likes to clean and likes the balls.
Hey, that is
Tell
not
him.
that is not much no stereotyping. That's not like the
That's
bully.
Lucas. That's our
It
boy.
says,
Uh,
Jay, just be yourself and stop overthinking. Do what you feel. Otherwise, you're already putting how you feel aside for no reason. Be you, brother. The right one will be cool with who you are. And that's so true. I love me an authentic, genuine person. Somebody who doesn't give a shit about what other people think and they don't look at like, what is this right? Is this not right? No, I'm just gonna be myself. And you know what? If you like it, you do, and if you don't, you don't. I spend so much time trying to be like real cute, act like I don't, there's just like so many things like you can't do because you have to be the most beautiful woman. You got to be cool at the same time, and you can't be too clingy, too nice, too all of these things when all it's doing is it's exhausting.
Yeah.
Women just need to be themselves. Don't wear no makeup. If that man can tell you every day that you're beautiful without it, then that's the one. If you got a man that's going to appreciate you and have a conversation with you, not just about things that are irrelevant, but things that matter, you know, then that's the one. Somebody that constantly shows you, like, dang, like this is awesome. But it's a lot of give and take. Like you both are doing this for each other because that's what you're supposed to do. Bring out the good in one another and bring out the best in one another. But you're not going to be able to find that, Jay, if you keep overthinking, taking girls to Starbucks.
not.
You can't.
I was thinking. You know what? Genuinely though, when I meet people, I am myself. I'm myself, and I'm probably too blunt. Honestly, because I tell people, hey, this is me. Take it or leave it. Like I'm not gonna be like Prince Charming and nothing like that, or put on the show. I'm gonna give you me. There's a little bit of Prince Charming. There's a little bit of bluntness. Probably a little bit of asshole because I talk a lot of shit, but I do it for fun. But this is me.
Huh.
This is me. I like to have
Yeah.
fun, like to laugh, enjoy life. That's me. But however, I have a question. I've been wanting to ask this. When a woman is interested in a man, they're very interested in a man. Do you hear from them every day? Is there contact every day? Some
I just
communication every day.
I feel that if a woman, just like a man, if they are interested in you, they're going to text you at every moment that they feel that they want to, and that they're not going to hold back just because, it goes back to saying like, oh, if I text, are they going to think I'm clingy? Is it too much? Am I doing so much? No, I need to make sure that they know who I am and what I carry, the value that I have within me. So they need to pursue me.
I,
Like I go ahead,
no,
say.
no, 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 no. I was about to ask. Because we got into we in the system now that people text a lot. So
Yeah.
is it too much texting? What women prefer texting or actually talking to the next person, the man?
Honestly, shoot, I appreciate a phone call, but then too, I'll keep your ass on the phone for like 30 minutes because I talk.
Oh, that's why people text. That's
So
why people
that's what I'm saying. That's probably why some people text. It's a little easier. But then again, it's like going to Starbucks. It's a little informal.
text.
Do you feel that heat? Do you feel that heat, Jay?
Hey, look,
It's
I just
it's
mentioned
sizzling.
Starbucks as a possibility. That's all. Look,
All right. Well,
it was the
well, do
appetizer
you?
for dinner. Mm,
There ain't no appetizers. You know what? No, I gotta go.
yeah.
No, I just think that you know what, ladies, you need to. If you like this guy, be real, be blunt. Text the hell out of him if that's what you want to do. And men, do the exact same thing. And if you're not interested in one another or however it may be, just let the other person know. Don't drag them on.
Yeah.
Don't drag them on. because then they start feeling worthless, and then they start feeling like they're inadequate, and then they start feeling like they're not good enough, and that's not okay.
I don't mind
That's
texting.
just
I don't mind the texting. It lets me know that that person is thinking about me at that particular time to, text me or whatever. So
exactly.
I'm
And it
fine with
takes
that.
2 seconds to text, guys. Takes 2 seconds. None of this, I'm too busy.
Right.
I'll I'll text you later. They can say, I'm too busy. They can say, how is your day? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The
Simple
same
as that.
amount.
Yeah. Simple as that.
Yeah. So
Mm.
if that happens, Jay, if you meet somebody that you just want to text all the time, then be vulnerable, do that. But you got to be able to put it all on the line
I
and
actually
not
no, it's
second
not.
guess yourself.
I actually asked because I was in a situation where you kind of I like. So I don't know if this happened both men and women. Like we both, I guess it both happens on both sides. You kind of like determine how much a person's interested in you. So you want to text them, but you're gonna see like, hey, I want to see how interested they are in me. See if they like contact me or whatever. So I asked that because I'm thinking like, if I do that, and a woman don't contact me or whatever, they ain't got that much interest in you then or whatever, or they had interest somewhere else. I asked that question because I want to know how often, like when you're interested in somebody, I think you probably excited. You like text them every now and then, hey, how's it going, or whatever, the simple things. But when you go a whole day, it's like, I do it
I
to kind of
think
wage the like, kind of like pay attention to the interest and see how interested she is.
I think it's important for you to like go back and like just build that foundation of just communication because you're like forever stuck on assumptions and like guessing when all you have to do is be like, hey, I'm really into you. I like you a lot. Just want to let you know, hey, you know what, this and that. If that girl is not into you, you will know it because she won't respond. She won't care to text you. Here goes another day. And it's the same way with a guy. If a guy can't appreciate a woman putting herself out there, hey, I'm just thinking about you. Hey, guess what? Like, let's hang out this weekend. Whatever it may be. Girls, you will know. Women, you will know if a guy's interested in you or not. If they say, oh, they ain't got time, they're not there, they ain't texting back, whatever, you got to keep it moving. You can't just be making excuses for that person. Oh, well, they're busy with work. And it takes 2 seconds
That's the
to
thing.
send a text.
That's why I say you said 2 seconds, and that's all it takes. That's how you doing. That's all you need to text, and then that lets that person know that you're on their mind at that particular time. I get
Damn,
it.
Yeah.
I can't say I'm busy no more. Shit, 2 seconds.
You better not.
No, I'm,
It takes
I'm,
2 seconds, Jay.
joking. I'm
I'll
joking.
come for you right
Yeah,
now.
I'm joking.
No,
Like you ain't call me. I'm busy.
no.
It takes 2 seconds for a text message.
It does take 2 seconds. So that's what I'm saying. Like a lot of people can be like, oh, I'm busy, I'm busy, I'm busy. No, that's a lie.
Yeah.
That's a lie. If they're too busy, they're just not taking time for you. And that's okay. That's okay. You just got to know the difference and be able to keep it moving because otherwise, then what happens? They keep you lingering along. There goes all your emotions, and everybody's assuming and guessing and feeling irrelevant. And it's pointless. That's a lot of hurt in the world. And with everything going on, if you're looking for love, just put it all on the line.
I'm glad I asked you that because I got a few people on fire. She's fired. You fired. Let me delete that off
Hmm.
my phone. Fired.
You got you got too many. You got
No,
too many girls
I'm
out there.
joking. It ain't a list like that. But seriously, I had a situation before, and I'm like, I'm doing it. Once you do all the call, like, okay, you do all the calling and texting, it's like you just notice some things. It just comes to you naturally. Like, damn, what's up? What's going on? Oh, I'm busy. And I heard that before. I was told that I'm busy doing this, and I'm thinking to myself, it takes 2 seconds just to say, how you doing? What's going on
Hmm.
today? Because I could be at a crime scene. The job I do, I'd be at a crime scene. I could be looking over a dead body, and I could pick up my phone like, okay, he ain't going nowhere out of time soon. Because I could get my phone.
No,
He's not going
and
nowhere
that's
no time
ridiculous.
soon. So, hey, how you doing? How's your day going? So, yeah, I just said it. I know everybody like he's really whatever
Yeah, but
dead
you
body.
know what? At least just keep it real, Jay. That's like priorities. People only do what they want. You know what? Seriously, I never really understood that. I always thought like, man, you know what? I was always making excuses for people. And then when you really look at it, and man, when somebody wants you, and they are relentless. Relentless. It's like manifesting it into the universe. Where like, you're gonna be mine.
Hmm.
You don't even know this yet, but you're gonna be mine. And that's probably that girl. She's like, Jay, you don't even know. You're gonna be my man. And you're like scared as hell. You're scared as hell, like thinking about where y'all gonna go eat, how you're gonna talk, how you're gonna text. Maybe she likes me, maybe she don't. But you ain't got a second guess with somebody.
Do girls
So
know? Do girls know right off the top that they're interested? That they're they. How should I put this? Do they know? Like when they go out on a date or when they see a guy, do they know what they're trying to do? I mean, as far as the relationship, is it like, oh, I like him. I think I'm gonna like him. I should talk to
yeah,
him.
absolutely. Yeah,
Well,
for sure. 100%.
they should. I think people should step up. I
100.
think.
Yeah, I mean, I could,
Okay. Can no more ladies bullshit
I was like
anymore?
that.
No, 100%.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, I feel like you're gonna go, you're gonna take time with each other. You're gonna know in that sitting, you're gonna know like the things that they talk about, whether or not they're intellectually stimulating, and then you're gonna be like, damn, like I could really learn from this person. Not necessarily learn that like you're ignorant or anything like that. It's just you can really learn, you can grow, you can evolve. Like wow, like you just blew my mind. And it's the same thing, women and men. If you meet, I mean, shoot, I'm not even gonna lie. People always tell me like, man, you are just so cool. You're so cool. Like your personality is like crazy. And I'm like, yeah, I know. Personality over everything, right? You look at it and then all of a sudden it's just like this, oh, I really like you. But you have to be able to reciprocate that and be able to feel it for one another. If it's not being felt on one side or the other, then you're wasting your time.
Hmm.
Men can know also. You see? Yes, they sure
Yeah.
can.
This is
Yeah.
pretty good information. I appreciate having you because this probably going a little longer because I got Jesus. Like, I
Yes,
did
go set.
honestly from talking to you, I did realize some of my faults, and I'm stubborn. I don't admit faults, but I do admit from having this conversation, some of my faults may be, and
Yeah.
I can it's something easy to adjust. But one thing about the communication part, I'm glad you told me that because if a woman's interested, like 100%, they no, they kind of come after you afterwards. So
You listen because you wasn't being attacked. That's what it was.
yeah,
No, you just need to stop overthinking. You gotta stop overthinking. You just gotta be yourself. If you want to text that girl 20 times in a day and she thinks you're a creep, well, guess what? You're probably gonna be her creep. Okay. My man, we see each other all day, every day. If I leave the house, I'm still getting like 50 text messages. And I'm like, he's creepy, but you know what? That's my creep. You know? So you're gonna either find a woman that can appreciate it or that she ain't gonna appreciate it. So you have to just don't second guess yourself, don't assume, communicate. If you got an issue, just speak on it. If you think like maybe like I could work with this, which you should never feel. You should never feel like maybe I can work with this. Don't do that. Don't waste no time. Okay.
Well,
You can't just be like kind of figuring it out and then kind of dropping what you really feel that you need in your life just because this person maybe is hot. She got a fat booty. Like they said, she eats tacos and ice cream. She ain't lactose intolerant.
yeah. It's kind of hard for me to text my wife and because my son has her phone, so and I can't call because he used to see me write the voicemail, so because he's your home.
You don't play.
Yeah.
No, I mean, when there is a will, there is a way. And when there is a want, there is nothing that can stand in your way at all. That's just
Well, that'll do it.
true. I know. Nobody wrote that down. That came from my heart.
We got
Look at Jay. Are you all right? Did I
yeah.
hit
I'm
you
just
real hard?
after
Okay.
this when COVID is over, line up the lovely women for Jay because I'm coming to San Antonio when the COVID is over.
Hey.
oh, she got out some kind of way. She jotted out.
Oh, she did out. No, Lord, I don't go. I don't know.
If she could come back on, but like I said, we with an hour and 23. So I mean, you want to wrap it up?
Yeah, I can wrap it up unless you come back on because I want to. I
Yeah, we
want
want to
to show.
send off right.
Right. Because this is like some good information. Like she kind of froze me on some stuff I was saying. Like, damn, like she right. Like I'm actually listening. I'm actually learning something. I'm like,
Well, I think, like I said, I think it's more because I mean, she was talking to you, wasn't talking at you, so it made it it made it better. You know what I'm saying? So
Guys,
here
there
she
we
go.
are.
Here he is.
What?
Well, back. We thought we lost
I
y'all.
know. I don't know what happened.
So
Okay.
we out of time, but will you come back for us?
Yeah, absolutely. I would love to.
I-
I'd love to.
I was just telling him that I actually learned doing this podcast. I learned, like I actually learned some of my faults. And as stubborn as hell as I am,
And he has a lot of them.
whatever.
Look at him, that crazy eye. No,
Like,
don't look
so-
at us as flaws, though. You know what? This is just like your opportunity to look at it through a different light, a different perspective, and then to evolve and like grow. That's it. Like, you're perfectly imperfect, but this is your opportunity to grow and like really, just kind of put down what it is that you're willing to compromise with. And the one thing you should never compromise with is just being yourself.
That's what's up. She definitely gotta come back. She definitely gotta come back.
We need you back. Actually, I got a proposal that I will talk to you off the screen about.
Oh
we
my
do.
God. Okay. I'm gonna listen to it. Like this.
She'll be back, y'all. And I see
Yes, I definitely will. Thank you so much.
I see you got a good support group here too. It's people that support. That's pretty dope. Thank y'all for coming, supporting.
I know. Thank you guys for coming on, and we'll be able to go ahead and I'll be able to let everybody know, not just on the last day. I wasn't feeling too good today, but I'm glad I came on. I got some rest. I feel good. And you guys are so phenomenal. Y'all are just such a bunch of fun. So
Glad to have you on.
I know.
So-
I'll come back.
Okay, good. That's good. We gotta have you back because this was a session. It was learning session. This is school, and we're gonna have class again, y'all, coming up soon. So thank y'all for tuning in to Talk Shit with Jay Hendo, featuring Laura. And I said it right in Spanish, Laura.
Yes. And to all my ladies that need to go, you need to go and follow on IG at Baja Gang SATX for your daily motivation to keep your ass straight on what you should be getting on the daily from a man. And for yourself.
She's going out again. She got to come back on again. We can't let her go out like that.
We gotta give her a last match. Sorry, we're not going off till she give her last message. Then we're going off. But we do have some good stuff coming up. Hey, December 31st, we have the Three Jerks New Year's show. Let y'all know that right now.
Here she go. Let's come back in.
What happened?
I think the internet. I think Facebook said, "Okay, enough of that."
I know. She's like, that stop. But no, just for all my ladies, that's what my page is at Baja Gang SATX. It's just for your daily motivation, keep you loving yourself, valuing yourself. So go and check it out. And yeah, that's pretty much it.
Okay, so look, I was telling them we're gonna have a New Year's Day show, December 31st. We're just gonna like go over some things that happened in 2020, and it was obviously a ton of stuff with the type of year we've been having. But we have a Three Jerks New Year's show, December 31st at approximately 10 p.m. So go back to New Year's countdown. So we're gonna bring New Year's together.
I don't know.
It's a party.
I'm
It's
usually
a party.
outside with all my sisters, so I don't know. We'll see about that one. But look at Jay. He's so excited. He's like, I'm going to change my life. I'm going to change my life.
2021, ladies, is a new Hendo coming soon
That's
for you.
for sure. Oh,
Okay.
love you guys.
All right.
See you soon. I will
All right,
see
y'all
you soon.
get
All right, bye.